Suns actually dominating over their opponents and taking the season is a good start. Matero Magic coming off a really slow season last season, and they look to prove themselves. Looking like they have a new squad, a lot of young recruits. Matero Magic is known for that, so it's an impressive season and it's an impressive start for them on the recruiting side.
So for those of you that are joining this live stream on Litovia TV via Facebook and other platforms, you are watching the live coverage of the Midlands Basketball Association, and my name is Wenson Mavora, and of course I'm not alone this afternoon, or this evening rather. I'm joined by a basketball player. I don't know whether he's still playing or he retired.
I'm still playing.
Okay, George is still playing. So with me here is George Kabwewe, and we will be anchoring and calling this game. And of course, building on what you were saying, George, when you look at Munali Suns, apart from having a brilliant season, you know, that others are comparing to the Lakers bubble season, which was not really complete.
Yep.
You know, but I mean, for me, it doesn't really count, okay? If you have a regular season, it doesn't matter how it is structured and fashioned, as long as it is teams have agreed to play in that particular season.
Right.
It could be 5 games, it could be 3 games.
Of course.
As long as the teams have agreed to play, for me, it's a season.
Yep.
And as a result, Munali Suns legitimately won the championship in my books.
Yep.
They are the champions and they've won.
And they actually say that there was a lot of debate around the season. And they said, Munali Suns got off the hook by not playing bigger teams.
Well,
but the season is still a season.
Bigger teams have the opportunity to compete and make it to the championship. Magic got eliminated, Pacers got eliminated, Green Buffaloes was eliminated. Matero Warriors played their hearts out, demonstrated their vast experience, and they won. I mean, they faced Suns in the finals and emerged victorious. So I don't really buy the narrative that Munali Suns got off the hook last season and, you know, won some sort of a bubble kind of championship. To me, it's not a bubble championship. The question rather that we should be asking right now is this the beginning of Munali Suns' dominance? Remember, every team has had an opportunity to be at peak, dominate for a couple of seasons, and then start hitting their decline.
Yeah.
We saw that with Napsa Hurricanes. We saw that with Green Buffaloes had their moments here and there. Even a season where they won the championship, by the way.
Right.
You know, but of course the story is a little bit different from Matero Magic, which has always maintained.
Maintained its top.
Even if they don't win the championship, but they're still in the top 2, if not top 3 teams that you have in the regular season. So, is this the beginning of dominance of Munali Suns? Is the question that we're asking, and obviously today's game will help to answer that question as to, has the tide changed? It's now no longer between Matero Magic and Unza Pacers.
No, it's not.
It's now no longer between Matero Magic, Napsa Hurricanes. It's now,
Matero Magic.
or could this be Munali Suns versus whoever?
I couldn't agree with you any further. Picking up from where you stated, the true test of a rivalry between these 2 teams, and they are great teams. Magic have a history, a very impressive pedigree. Suns are beginning to look like the team.
And create their own history, by the way.
Exactly.
They are writing their own history.
Yep. They came off a good, impressive season. League winners and the bubble season winners as well. And mind the way, they're going to represent us at the qualifiers of the ball, so that's a really good opportunity for them to gain experience.
And that is actually the reason why this is one of the biggest games for the season so far, because the club that we're about to witness showcase their basketball, as you indicated, is a club that has a chance to also go out there and possibly succeed, where Unza Pacers failed in the inaugural season of the Basketball Africa League, and also where Magic for the last 3 attempts has failed, to get past qualifiers. So Munali Suns at the moment is a club that will be playing domestic basketball, but at the same time preparing for that continental assignment. And I think those qualifiers should be slated for October. Earlier on this year, So either South Africa or maybe there could possibly another country hosting for the first time. But so far, from this particular region, we've had South Africa hosting the qualifiers. So we are also likely to see what kind of changes, additions, subtractions, or technical adjustments that Conrad Musonda and his technical assistants will be able to implement as they prepare for the Basketball Africa League.
Yep, I'm looking at a really, really high expectation from them. The whole country is looking at them. The basketball family is looking at them. And we have hope and believe that they can really, really impress. No pressure upon them. I don't believe they have.
No, pressure has to be on them. Come on, pressure has to be on them.
No,
they're representing the country. They're the best basketball team that we have in the country, so we're not going to give them a pass. Pressure right now is on them, so they have to prepare adequately and correctly. You know?
Pressure does bring diamonds in the rough.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
they will emerge as diamonds. I have faith in them.
Okay. You're not the second one who has expressed extreme optimism on Munali Sands ably representing the country at the Basketball League Africa qualifiers. So I'll remember this day, sir. I'll remember this day.
You can record it.
Not that I'm wishing them bad. I mean, I want them to succeed in everything. But look, as they say, success doesn't happen by chance.
Right.
And what often has costed teams from this country is the preparations. You know,
Yes.
the preparations has not been very good. So we hope Munali Sands will be different and they can improve on that aspect. And once they do, it will show. But now, let's try and create a sneak peek into what people will be showed with regards basketball display. Who do you think will make the starting five for Matero Magic?
Matero Magic, as I said earlier on, they have new recruits, young lads. But I'm looking at a more experienced starting five. Of course, we know our point guard will be Augustine Kainda. I'm looking at the shooting guard position. It's going to be Squirket Ngoma. And then we have the veteran experienced Chongo Chona coming into play. And of course, taking the center position would have to be this young fella, Joseph. It has to be Joseph Wabwana as the starting five.
Oh, Joseph Wabwa.
Okay, Wabwa. Yeah, that's my take on the starting five. Of course, we're looking at the likes of Chansam Fwaye, who've got a lot of experience. Then we have Jermaine Maue, also a very good veteran and experienced player. Shooting guard position as well, we have Evaristo Wandela.
So having played for Magic, George, how do you think they will approach this game?
They will start small and try to get their engines running. And I believe that they will actually want to dominate the first and second quarter to close the game. But we all know Magic for their brilliance in the past. They come back in the fourth quarter if they're down, working their way up. But this is one start that they really have to get the engines going. And if they can get their shooting guards in the right shooting form and concentration, this should be a game they can close out. What's your take on Munali Sands?
Well, for Munali Sands, obviously I'm looking at Chipo. Recently got drafted into the national team, went and made history.
Yep, he gave us good numbers.
Yeah, gave us good numbers, had quality minutes.
Yep.
You know, Gosa Hamadulu was also a veteran that featured in that national team, but the coaches were able to appreciate and rely on the abilities of a rookie, something that you rarely get to see, especially at national level. But Cuthbert Kondolani Tembo and his assistants believed in the abilities of Chipo Musonda and gave him the chance, and the boy delivered, and Zambia made history. We beat Mozambique for the first time.
Exactly.
I don't know if it will happen again, but I can only say we did it for the first time and made history. So obviously my first pick would be Chipo in that, and then I'll go to the second most dependable player who has most of the times within the regular season and the finals, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a competitive game of basketball, he'll show up, give you good numbers, do his job. I'm talking about Harrison Banda, aka Baby Police.
Baby Police, yes.
The gentleman has been extremely good. It doesn't matter which team he has played for, from Bulldogs, where he established his reputation as a legit forward in this league, on to NAPSA, where he made them a contender, cemented his position within the basketball fraternity and within competitive basketball in this country, got them to the finals, moved on from Napsa Hurricanes, went to Munali Suns, exercised some patience with Munali Suns, kept on building, understood their system, became a part of the family, and today we are looking at the MVP of the Zambia Basketball Federation National Championships 2022.
He's got a few impressive accolades also internationally.
Exactly.
He just won an MVP award in South Africa when he played. So he's really got an impressive pedigree. I appreciate most tricks about him, especially on his discipline. On the court, very disciplined player, listens to instructions, plays with the team. He understands his role better. I've never ever seen him frustrated before, which is a good take for any forward. We've seen forwards in this league lose their tempers, but he maintains a really silent approach to the game. And he's an impressive forward, I must say.
So that is basically my second pick for Munali Suns starting five, Harrison. And then I will take my... This one is a gamble. This one is a gamble between Tatenda, who's an emerging center and forward as well, and Titus Mapani, who is one of these long-serving members of the Munali Suns, who has been at the helm of things when Munali Suns was doing okay, who has also been through the thick of things with the team. And basically, you know, he's one person that you would refer to as a landlord of the team, if you like, for lack of a better term.
There's not a better term than that.
Exactly. But you see, Tatenda's been doing impressively well. The last three games that I've watched from Munali Suns, the boy has been playing his heart out. So I know that Conrad is one person that also appreciates players that work hard, players that commit to their graft and show grit all the time. They have an opportunity to play the game of basketball. So I think Tatenda will partner with Harrison down there as we start this game. And on the guards, I'm looking at Ojuku, because I know Conrad won't have Ojuku come off the bench because he needs to beat Matero Magic to send a statement that indeed they did not win the championship by luck. They are the new sheriff in town. They are the new dominant boys in town. So we're likely to see Ojuku start and Ndama. Between Ndama and Muzo, I know one can come, but obviously Ndama usually has very good first quarter games. He's usually the one that ignites the spark for Munali Suns. So I'm betting Ndama will start this game.
I'm thinking the coach will go for experience. He would want to seal the deal, so he will have to put Musonda in that first five.
On the point guard position.
On the point guard position. You do understand that he's got a really good approach to the point guard position when
he's got a brilliant IQ. He's got a brilliant basketball IQ. Sound fundamentally, and understands the game. So yeah, he understands his role to the team. He usually doesn't get excited whenever he sees, you know, like things that usually would get players off their rails. You know, you do a simple crossover, there's a good pass, and then you forget the next open man that you can give the ball and try to do the crazy thing that Steph spends hours practicing. You want to do it because you were lucky on a crossover. Muzo doesn't really get excited that much.
He knows how to understand the game, read the floor, direct traffic, put players in certain positions to score, put his forwards in positions where to score. So he understands his role as the floor general. He's a really, really good point guard position. Tipo is about to start. What time is it exactly right now? We're looking at it.
It's 6:19 p.m. Central African Time here at the Nasdaq Arena in Lusaka. Munali Suns Basketball Club, the defending champions of the Zambia Basketball Federation, and of course the Midlands Basketball Association, going up against a team a team whose accolades speaks for itself. Matero Magic, also trying to return to glory after having quite some difficult seasons. And by the way, we forgot, Matero Magic is missing a couple of players.
That is right. Most of them, I think, are on international duties. We have their 12 center forward,
Douglas Kandulu is obviously out in Tanzania. And Harrison Kafunga as well is not around for the team. I'm talking about Zambian players getting the confidence of international leagues those are not the only two. We've got one who's on a contract in East Central Africa, Burundi.
Right.
Is it Burundi or Uganda? Burundi, I think. Elijah's playing in Burundi.
In Burundi, yeah.
Yeah, so Elijah's playing in Burundi at the moment.
Also a
For me, it shows the growth for the players themselves.
Yep.
It is something that is very encouraging, and true to your words, Muzo has started. I owe you a sweet sap. And
you'll have to pick that up, yeah.
But of course, Chipo surprisingly is not in the starting lineup.
That's really
Gerard
surprising.
Mwetwa is the one that has started
By
from
surprise.
Munali Suns by surprise. And I wasn't thinking Jason would start.
No, I couldn't even picture that
I
as
thought
well.
Ndama was going to start.
Yep,
Anyway, the coach knows best.
exactly.
On the Magic front, we've got Ogi, Augustine Kainda, Spoiken, and Chansa Mufaume.
My pick was also incorrect with Chansa starting. There goes the first three-point attempt by Spoiken Ngoma. Fell a little bit short.
And it is Matero Magic basket. So Matero Magic maintain the possession, and Spoikan is on the inbound. And Joseph Bwabwa contending with Tatenda over there. Joseph hands it to Ogi. Ogi gives it to Spoikan, and Spoikan fails to convert the three. Musonda hands it over to Gerson. Gerard Metwa on the attack.
A good kick out. That's a three-pointer from Malama. And he banks it in. Some start on a
Impressive read.
start.
Impressive read from Gerard Metwa.
That was
Impressive read.
That was a good pass. Drew the defense. Found him in the corner. And an impressive three-point.
Beautiful defense there, and brilliant pass over there. Jason on the finish, and he does convert. Munali Suns begin their campaign against Matero Magic this evening at the Nasdaq Arena in Lusaka on a positive note with a lead of a 5-0. Ogi tries to weave through the traffic in the paint, but unfortunately, the Munali Suns awareness, defensive awareness, unfortunately, fails to allow Ogi to do whatever it is that he was trying to do.
We're looking at a good, impressive start by Munali Suns. Of course, they show a lot of aggressiveness and aggression. Spoiken gonna try to penetrate the key, and he's blocked.
Rejection by Timothy, the veteran.
Towering.
Timothy, the veteran, tells Spoiken Ngoma, no, bruh, I know you're from missing 2 3-pointers, but I won't allow you to hit a layup on my watch.
Not even
Augustine
in the
kind of
key.
tries to weave through traffic, but fails to convert
short.
as well. Brilliant defense from Munali Suns. Come on,
We have to
Munali
say,
Suns is here.
They're here to play and really defending the areas and not allowing any easy basketball.
Telling Matero Magic that they have to work for it.
Exactly.
They gotta work for it. Joseph gets the ball and attempts to shoot a three, but fails to convert. Brilliant display of basketball so far. 2 minutes into the first quarter of the Midlands Basketball Association regular season fixture between Munali Suns and Matero Magic. Will Suns assert their dominance by sending a statement and defeating Matero Magic.
Well, the three-point attempt from Timothy Malama came short again. Could have been feeling his hands on that one, feeling hot.
Chansa Mufaume pulls up for a 3-point and nails it. And that is what Chansa Mufaume can give you, by the way. He knows how to create for his own. Brilliant basketball, but better difference from Matero Magic. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd is loving this basketball, and this is what we came for. Chansa Mufaume delays to pull up, hands it over to Spoiken Ngoma, who pulls up for a 3. And ladies and gentlemen, basketball has officially started here at the Nasdaq Arena in Lusaka. Spoiken Ngoma on the steal, hands it over to Augustine Kainda, fails to convert. Georgia fails to pick up the rebound. It is Munali Suns basketball.
This is what I was saying. Experience with Matero Magic will play a part. We must say that Chansa has had international experience as well.
Played in China,
Exactly. You can just see from the
had a few
composure.
stints in Europe as well,
Of course.
in the lower divisions and lower tiers of basketball in those respective regions.
And that's what differentiates him from a lot of players. His composure, his calmness, his silent approach to the game. And he knocked that one down.
Gerard pulls up for a 3, and he answers!
It goes!
3-pointers, ladies and gentlemen, are falling from everywhere If Matero Magic can knock their threes, Munali's sons, Jared Metwa says, I can do it too. Chazam Faume hands it over to Spoikan Goma, who gives it to Ogi, who tries to penetrate from the middle, but is defended well. Brilliant defense from Muzo, and it is a fast break from Munali Sons. Jared Metwa gives Munali Sons a lead.
That's 5 points.
It is
the boy
4 points lead for Munali Sons. Spoikan Goma decides to calm things down. Munali Sons is up by 4, 10 to 6 baskets. 4 minutes to go.
Impressive start from both teams. A little sloppy.
Daniel gets it easily. And Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. Munali Sons, Matero Magic is never short of spectacular basketball.
We're looking at a theater of dreams. Impressive basketball. Big teams coming to play. Beautiful basketball swing from everyone. Musonda kicking it in.
Muzo tries to find Jason, but unfortunately, referee Pecos catches him off guard on a traveling violation. The crowd is loving what they see. This is why this is arguably the biggest game of the season so far.
And it has lived up to expectation. A lot of good games, good baskets, impressive swing, good IQ, team chemistry, communications playing a part in this.
Everything into place.
Spoikan Goma kicks it out to Ogi. Ogi swings it to the far corner.
Zamfaume picks up for a 3. And ladies and gentlemen, it is nothing but net. Chance of Zamfaume, ladies and gentlemen. The veteran guard for Matero Magic gives Tatenda for the drive, fails to convert, and Chansa goes for the rebound, hands it over to Spoikan Goma, who calls a play for Matero Magic.
That was an impressive swing from Spoikan Goma to Ogi. Ogi understanding his role, there's an open man.
Good find again. Chansa pulls up for another 3, ladies and gentlemen, and almost nails it. Jared Metwa on the offense for Munali Sons, pulls up for a floater, and ladies and gentlemen, Jared Metwa is in the ball game.
He has come to play, ready to play.
I love his momentum. I love the way he's feeling, you know.
He literally brought it to the game.
He's living up to the stage.
Of course.
And for me, what it shows about a player like Jared is that he's not usually a starter for Munali Sons. But for the fact that the coach has had so much confidence in him and given the opportunity to start this important basketball game speaks volumes about the trust, and the player obviously doesn't want to disappoint. Daniel fights for the rebound, but Jason grabs it from Daniel. The crowd is cheering. Jared on the break finds Muzo. Muzo fakes, gets the foul, but fails to convert.
Picking up where he's left off, of course. The young boy has come to play. Jared Metwa giving them good numbers, good transition play. He's always the first to break out. You saw him get a few steals. He's got 2 steals, 5 points right now, and 2 assists in the game. He's really living up to the expectation. Being a starter, the coach said, look, I'm going to put this kid in because he can deliver. And he is living to the expectation.
And he has delivered so far. Timeout for Matero Magic.
Both teams in the huddle.
Both teams in their huddle, and obviously Coach Sain Buzi over there just conversing with his team, trying to iron out 1 or 2 areas that they can perfect, even as they hope to close this game in a fashion that everybody is anticipating at the moment. In fact, on my interactions with the majority of people, you know, that I've crossed paths with starting from yesterday, the odds seem to be favoring Munali Sons in this particular game.
That is because Munali Sons have a pedigree of experienced players coming from last season. They're a team that has come together, they've gelled together, they've played together for a while. On the other end, Munali's Matero Magic, I beg your pardon, have a young squad right now that hasn't gelled together yet, but they're still getting into the system. Understanding Matero Magic's impressive season and how they started, how they build upon that. So we're looking at a really impressive game. But one thing that stood out for Munali Sons is their defense. They have made it really difficult for the Matero Magic to actually settle and get good baskets. On the other end, Matero Magic are a little slumpy on the defense, but they really have to improve by having their forwards block many shots and make it difficult for Sons to penetrate.
So Matero Magic have made their first tactical change.
We have the number 8, Gilbert Ware, coming into the game. New forward. And he is new to this league. So let's see what he has to offer for Matero Magic.
Brilliant steal there by Muzo. I now see what you were talking about when you talked about experience. Beautiful find there by Jared Matero. Ladies and gentlemen, Jared is bowling this evening. Jared is bowling tonight. Spore finds Joseph. Joseph hands it over to the new Magic recruit. And ladies and gentlemen, he announces his presence on the Magic roster with the triple.
He is ready. There you go, as we talked about, Gerard penetrating the key, he has actually attracted a foul. Matero Magic's defense is a little bit slumpy. They really have to close that penetration. It's going to be a factor in the game.
And Gerard Matero gets substituted. And right now, I thought I heard some chants of disapproval. Did I hear some chants of disapproval?
Yes, because he has literally had an impact on the game. Now we have to see Chipo play to expectation.
And Jason
is down.
Is hurt.
There has to be a stop.
But one thing I love about Jason's decision over there, Spoikan Goma knocks down another triple as Jason remains hurt on the floor. One of his teammates, Cholwe, comes to check on his friend. So, Magic's
number 8,
Gilbert, where? So Gilbert was trying to save the basketball and hopefully thought he could hit it off Jason, but unfortunately it landed on the wrongest of places.
His groin area. But he looks really, really hurt.
Yeah, so Magic is leading by a point, 17 to 16 baskets here at the Nasdaq Arena in Lusaka, and
that was off the make of Spoikan's 3-point shot.
Exactly, after Spoikan knocked a 3-point. And if Magic can keep on this 3-point shooting momentum, it may become challenging for Munali Suns because from what we've noticed so far, it's like they're hitting from everywhere. So the only person that has not hit a 3 at the moment is Augustine Kainda.
Of course.
He's the only one that has not hit a 3. But from the look of things, the new guy, Gilbert, seems to have a good stroke and is confident. And they've again added another 3-point set shooter in Evaristo, jersey number 5. Tatenda picks up and nails it! Ladies and gentlemen, Tatenda! George, let me tell you something. This boy is going somewhere in this league.
He's a bright.
If he continues on this trajectory, he's going somewhere in this league. And he can hit it from everywhere. 3-point, mid-range, and everywhere.
He also understands the game. He's a versatile guard. He can play anywhere.
Augustine Kainda commits his first foul on Chipo Musonda, who has replaced Jared Matero from Munali Suns. And we now have Baby Police. Harrison will now be contending with Daniel. Andama has come. Baby Police, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they call him Baby Police. Look at the strength. Look at the sheer strength on the ball.
A little bit clumsy on the turn, but he definitely had him in the ropes. He was going to make that basket.
Munali Magic rather on the attack. Evaristo hands it over to Ogi. Ogi
with his brilliance
does a shake and bake.
Look at that dish.
Finds Daniel, and it is Munali Suns basketball.
Our number 11, the nickname Karolenko, just failed to hold that basketball. Another substitution, tactical. Look at the experience that's coming in.
Jermaine Maui has come in.
We understand he has also had his international stint.
If Munali Suns are smart, they better get the ball to Harrison Banda, who has been guarded by Jermaine.
You believe there's a mismatch there between Harrison and Jermaine?
I think it's a mismatch. Look, Harrison is stronger than Jermaine.
No doubt about that.
Harrison is stronger than Jermaine. So if Munali Suns players are clever, that's where you take the rock.
But we're also looking at his brilliance. He's a smart basketball player. He'll be able to guard him and contain him.
But one-on-one,
there's no chance.
I don't know why Augustine Kainda is foreseeing things from Matero Magic. Augustine Kainda, you see, when you're playing a smart team like Munali Suns that is defensively coordinated,
correct,
you can't risk playing alone. You have to share the basketball.
Yes.
You have to stick to the tactical discipline.
He has to play a better role of finding his players.
Ndama gets the ball. Ndama tries to score, and he gets the foul.
They caught a charge.
It's an offensive foul.
They caught a charge for the handoff. That was a charge on the handoff.
The handoff was pretty
visible.
Visible there.
Yeah.
It's pretty visible there.
I don't believe Pep
I don't know
has
why
ever
he
missed
just
that
couldn't
goal.
stretch to the hoop, because he's got the length.
He
And the
believed-
defender clearly was off balance. So I don't know why he had to simply try to create space for himself with the handoff.
I think he even had an advantage on him because had he stretched for the
Jermaine gets his first touch, and Jojo tries to penetrate but fails. He's well defended. Augustine tries to apply some pressure defense, but the referee, Clement, says it is Munali Suns basketball.
This is the experience I was telling you about. The excitement of the young players on Matero Magic's side. Had he taken his time and found a good shooting position, he would have made that shot. But it's the experience that comes into play.
Or simply give it back. If you're not in a position where you can attack properly, give it back.
Correct, good read. Swing to the corner.
Chipo Musonda gets the ball, hands it over to Ndama. Ndama gives Muzo. Muzo patiently gives
the
back
patience.
to Ndama. Ndama pulls up for a three, and ladies and gentlemen, this is not new to the league. Those that watch Munali Suns basketball understand that Ndama can hit you from behind the arc.
He can do that any day, any time.
Munali Suns is now sitting on 22 baskets, and Magic is trailing at 17.
A bad entry pass from number 8.
And Munali Suns capitalizes on that. Muzo
And
equally
turnover
loses the
for
ball.
Transition ball. Ogi for the
Augustine
three.
pulls up for a three, fails to
Comes
convert,
short.
and Harrison, baby police, gets the rebound. Tatenda gives Ndama. Ndama gives it back to Chipo. Chipo finds Muzo.
There's an
Muzo hands it over to Harrison, who tries to locate Tatenda. Ndama pulls up again for a three, ladies and gentlemen. He can do that all day as long as there's nobody to guard him. As long as there's nobody to guard him, he can do that all day.
He's 3 for 3 from the arc. They really have to find answers to shut him down.
I think the changes that Magic have made so far are not really working. Munali Suns changes, on the other hand, are delivering to the expectation. Good
Again.
defensive pressure
Yes.
from Munali Suns basketball. Brilliant defense. Augustine, kind of unfortunately, in my opinion, George is failing the team. He's the floor general. He's the point guard. He's supposed to dictate the play,
Yes.
but he's the one making the wrong decisions. He's the one rushing the plays. And Munali Suns is not doing that. Ndama pulls up again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
He was a little bit too excited. He had it. He had it. He was a little bit too excited. But looking at his court awareness, he had to take that shot. Good read. Good time to throw it up, but it just came short.
so it is the end of the first quarter of the Midlands Basketball Association encounter between Munali Suns and Matero Magic. Munali Suns looking to assert their dominance, but Matero Magic also trying to show everybody that despite losing a few players to foreign assignments and international leagues, they still have what it takes to be the club that is synonymous with the top.
Couldn't agree any further. But we have to talk about factors that have led to this particular lead. What has Suns done correctly? What has Matero Magic done correctly? What have they flawed? Both teams, of course, have an impressive first quarter. As I stated earlier, Munali Suns' defense has been the monumental change for them to get this lead. We won't take away the offensive end they've brought into the team, but the factor has been defensively. Matero Magic have had a difficult time penetrating the key and getting it to the best shooters in best sitting positions. Matero Magic needs to come to this party and deliver.
And another thing also, talking about the things that Munali Suns have done correctly, another thing that you observe also is the continued momentum. The team that started the first 5 was brilliant, was on point. They were executing the game plan, their game plan. And when the coach made tactical changes, I must admit, and I must be honest, I must confess, I was a little bit jittery, I was a little bit skeptical. I thought, will they really continue? But from what we've noticed so far, they haven't dropped the bar. They've kept the momentum, they've kept going. Their defensive energy has not slackened, as you pointed out.
Yep.
And their offense, and the beauty about Munali Suns as well is that they can hit you as a team but they also have individual brilliance.
Yes.
And what we've seen is Ndama display individual brilliance, which Ogi on the other end is failing.
He's been a factor to where his team is in this position. He needed to be a floor general, put his players in shooting positions, put them in a good reading position. Right now,
And
I
Matero,
believe,
and Matero Magic have actually made a change.
Yep.
They've removed Augustine Kind and replaced him with a much more experienced Chance Abufaone.
Exactly. Let's see what the substitute has brought in. Down low post, play by Harrison.
Baby
Gets it
Police
again,
gets his
puts
own
it in.
rebound.
That's
See
a
now
good
what I
2
told you?
points.
See what I told you about Baby
The
Police
mismatch gone down.
and Jermaine
That is correct. A little bit of power
and
displayed there.
Joseph Boabo is failing to post on Baby Police.
Everest are trying
Chance
to get
Abufaome
ready.
fails to convert. Joseph challenges for the rebound, but Ndama keeps it, pushes it forward
Pushing
from Munali
forward.
Sands, weaves through
Avoiding the
traffic,
defense.
finds Chipo Musongo.
Jefferson keeps it out.
Muzo pulls up for a
For
three-point play,
three-point.
ladies and gentlemen. It is nothing but
Bottom of the
nets.
nets.
Munali Sands beginning to create separation, now leading by 13 points. It is Munali Sands 30, Matero Magic 17. Jermaine tries to work out
Spin
something
around
for
move.
Matero Magic,
Comes
but
short.
fails to convert, and
tip.
Jose tips it right in. At
Well,
least he
look
has
at
given
that.
Magic some lifeline.
We're looking at it, but it's a little bit of a scrappy play, but they're building it, building upon it, trying to get back into this game with every little play. Who's on the drive? Open lane! A little bit of miscommunication on the defense on who was going to cover that one, and making it easy for Msona to lay the ball for 2 points. 32-19, Suns leading. A drive by Joseph. Stops, finds Jermaine in the
Jermaine
corner.
pulls up for a three. Unfortunately, it's an air ball.
Way off. We haven't seen Jermaine play in a really, really long time after his last injury. So it looks like it has had a factor on his shooting mechanism. We've seen him shoot before and shoot impressively.
He's actually made tremendous progress with regards recovery on that knee injury and had an opportunity, I think, last week to pass through and look at, watch Matero Magic practice. Baby Police, ladies and gentlemen,
Again,
muscles his way into the hook.
you were right. Again, you did put that. There is going to be a mismatch, and it's really showing. Do Matero Magic have an answer for that position? Because
It's gonna be tricky, I can tell you. For Baby Police, as long as Baby Police decides to play, they don't have an answer. Joseph tries
Again.
to work his way into the paint, but fails. Muzo saves it, but Joseph again retains possession for Matero Magic. Chance Abufaome wide open, and he nails it.
that's what Matero Magic need, such open positions to get their shots into the system.
But they're failing to create those open shots for themselves.
Back to the low post.
Baby Police goes to work and attracts the foul.
Again, that loophole we're talking about, Jermaine looking to put him in front. I believe he needs to front Harrison Bundle for him not to get that type of position.
Maybe the difference can shift to 2-on-2. Get Jermaine outside to deny the entry pass, and then have, now that we have Steve's, Jermaine is out,
Yep.
or you can have Chance to play the middle.
To stop that entry pass.
Exactly.
Yep.
Chance can cover. Once the pass goes in or anybody gets a free lane, Chance will be there. Baby Police converts from Munali Sands, who are sitting on 35 baskets to Matero Magic's 22.
Substitutes for Matero Magic Chongo Chona in for Jermaine Maoué. Is this the change that they needed? And of course,
Wait and see. Evaristo
Evaristo.
trying to get past Chipo, who's a very brilliant defender.
yes,
Joseph
coming short
falls
on that
short
three,
on that layup.
Yep.
Ndama
Ndama.
finds Baby Police.
And just misses him.
Just couldn't quite connect. Just couldn't quite connect.
We'll have Augustine back into this game.
And I hope he has his head in the right space.
Yeah,
I
as he
hope he has
matured
his
this
head
game.
in the right space.
We hope he has matured for this game. Set play right now from Matero Magic.
Chance
Again,
Abufaome,
Chance.
this time around, fails to convert the triple.
Shot selection. Matero Magic at this point.
Still Munali Sands basketball.
A more organized offense from Matero Magic not the runaround that they had in the first quarter. Now it's structured. Harrison Banda, the force. And Munali Suns are literally utilizing that loophole.
I told you. Their biggest asset at the moment on the floor that has the potential to convert and cause trouble in the key is Harrison Banda, baby police. Give him the rock, let him work. It doesn't matter how many people are on him right now. Daniel, who is the biggest guy for Matero Magic at the moment, is equally not as strong as baby police.
I feel the only way to stop him is if they put two bodies on him. The moment he puts down the ball, if they do a double team and the rest of the players cover the open spaces, one pass, two pass away defense would work. Harrison
Daniel gets the rebound. Daniel gets the rebound from Matero Magic.
Coming about a little bit short, Harrison Band on that one. He has his stench on the free throw line. He needs to pick it up. He's gone 2 times on the free throw line. He needs to make them both.
Chansamo Faume.
Spoikan
over to
driving.
Spoikan Ngoma, who was stripped.
On that layup point attempt, Karolenko again.
Brilliant defense there from Chipo Musongo.
That's
And
speed.
he punishes Magic for being careless with the basketball.
The factor again, defensively. Suns have bodies everywhere. Putting hands in the passing lane, stripping the players. They really, really have to be more tactical to their approach. It's not going to be an easy drive and kick for Matero Magic. They have to be more disciplined when attacking the hoop. That's a foul. A foul on Munali Suns. Was that just before the entry pass?
I think so. I'm trying to figure out exactly what that call is about.
Karolenko
I know
kicking
there's a
out.
tussle between Spoikan pulls up for a 3 and fails to convert. Harrison Banda having a field day. Baby police busy issuing arrest warrants on rebounds and offensive attacks in the paint.
He may have got sleepy a little
Somebody
bit.
call a lawyer for Magic because baby police is doing damages here.
He's the constable of the court.
He's the constable of the court.
All right.
The foul was actually on Harrison Banda.
Yep.
So he has to rest. 2 quick
Dang.
fouls, he has to rest. They bring in Cholwe.
We have had Cholwe having a good season. A silent player on the Suns, but delivers points and rebounds for the team. He's a really, really good offensive attacker. He understands when to attack. Magic sloppy
bad
again.
pass.
Very, very sloppy. from
Ojukwu is in the ball game.
Augustin Kinder.
Finds Ndama.
Oh, always be patient on the ball. Never rush. Chipo, inside pass.
Musongo finds Cholwe.
Cholwe kicking it out.
Finds Ndama. Ndama
Dama
pulls
for the
up.
3. A little bit short again. Spoik an outlet pass. Pushing it. Again. Bodies are a factor. Again, they are putting
That was
bodies.
just good defense.
Exactly. Chipo finds
Cholwe.
This is come short again. Outside cut. Spoikan. Drive. Again. Comes short.
I don't know why Matero Magic guards are simply losing their heads. Ndama gets the rebound,
Good kick.
hands it over to Ojukwu.
Ojukwu for the
Another
three.
deadly sniper.
Evidently. Careless.
Chongo Chona there,
Careless.
caught with the
Careless.
push-off.
That wasn't necessary. All he had to do
You know
was
why I
establish-
agree with you that it's careless? Because Chongo has the strength to box out effectively. Chongo has the muscle to go for that ball. So why go for the easy pick?
If he had put himself in a better defensive position to box out, he would have got that ball. But he was caught napping. Chipo on the wing, inside to Chole. Sloppy. Chole just couldn't get hands on the ball and then loses it. It's a turnover.
I think Chole needs to adjust to the tempo of the game and pick up the momentum.
He needs one good play to wake up. Augustin again attempted, goes behind the back. Sloppy again from Augustin. And And it's an easy tool for Titus. Defensively, again, we must say Suns are closing out and have hands on everything.
Munali Suns, ladies and gentlemen, is punishing Matero Magic here at the Nasdaq Arena.
And
Munali Suns 40, Matero Magic 22.
that is
4 minutes into the second quarter. Double-digit lead. Munali Suns asserting their dominance, making a statement to everybody that they are the defending champions for a reason.
We just saw Augustine be very sloppy.
Augustine kind of very sloppy. And you see, what is really very surprising is that people like Spoik and Goma and Augustine kind of, a combination that you expect to do really very well on the point guard position, are the ones that are making some of the decisions that are extremely questionable.
The importance of them to establish themselves and put themselves into this game.
Matero Magic calls for a timeout, and Munali Suns head to their hurdle whilst celebrating with the coach giving them gestures of approval for doing the correct things and making sure that the former champions in Matero Magic remain under pressure.
They have done what it takes to win a ball game defensively, offensively, finding their right players at the right time. Sloppy communication from Matero Magic on the defensive end one time, but they are not playing aggressively on the defensive end.
The fans equally looking beautiful here at the Nasdaq Arena and handsome for those that may find an issue with me. But hey, the game of basketball is beautiful, so
it is a beautiful
everybody sport. And the arena is quite packed. That goes to show the gravity of the game. It just goes to show the gravity of the game.
And we did speak earlier on that is this going to be a rivalry?
It is a rivalry, and you know, just look at the fans. You know, the way they've turned up in numbers just to be able to witness who is going to be the new sheriff in town. Will Matero Magic maintain their authority, or Munali Suns are simply going to say, you know what, it's our time?
Will the Suns shine?
That was one of the basketball veterans, Mukwela Lubin, just coming to say hi. A former pacer.
Yep, former pacer.
Former pacer. Chipomusongo misses a floater, hustles back for the ball and converts. That is the dog I love in Chipomusongo. That is the dog I love in that young man.
He did not give up on that play. He continued, fought for it, missed, got his own rebound, and continued the play. Matero Magic swings Spoikan to the drive.
Spoikan Goma tries to drive. Cholwe
Gets the foul. Yep. That's what they need. They need some aggressive play, going hard to the hoop and actually having more fouls. If they can be able to put Suns in a compromising position where they foul, putting them on the line will be better.
So for those that may not know, Spoikan Goma is only 28 years of age. Still has a lot of basketball in him to play. Takes a three-point shot, and this time around connects.
Bottom of the net.
28-year-old Spoikan Goma, aka Snake Muscle, and obviously you can see the stroke from the three-point shot. That's the reason why they call him Snake Muscle.
I am impressed with how he never loses confidence to shoot the three. If he comes short, he's going to try and attempt again.
He'll shoot it again.
Yep.
He'll shoot it again.
He's got confidence. That's why they call him
And
Snake Muscle.
can you guess who the player that inspires him the most is?
No.
It's his young brother, Taonga Ngoma.
Another impressive guard on the corporate belt as well, doing very, very well.
Spoikan Ngoma gets rejected by Ndama. But referee Mweshe says, hell no, that ain't a legit block. That's a goaltending. So Matero Magic get a 2 points off that Spoikan Ngoma layup. Ndama almost loses it to Augustine Kainda. Ndama finds Ojuku. Ojuku sizes up, Chansa drives, fails to connect, and Jojo picks up the rebound and takes it all the way. Finds Spoikan Ngoma, who gives it back. He gives it back to Spoikan Ngoma. Spoikan Ngoma tries to find his way inside. Ogi attempts a three, and nothing but net. Augustine Kainda.
That's his
for Matero Magic.
His first 3 point of the tournament.
Of the game.
Of the game, actually, I beg your pardon. Yep.
First 3 points of the game.
Yep.
3 point made of the game.
Making his way through Titus. He did establish quite a little bit sloppy on that position, but he has come up with the result that he wanted to go on the free throw line and punish Matero Magic.
And that is where they have the utmost advantage as a team. Munali Suns. That is where they have the utmost advantage. If they can keep playing from inside, it will be very difficult for Magic players to actually manage to contain them.
Magic have to be very, very careful right now. They are currently sitting in foul trouble, and any foul committed by them will send Suns to the line. But they also have to foul correctly.
Yeah.
That's what they have to do.
Titus fails to convert, and Jojo picks up the rebound, gives it to Chansa. Augustin kind of gives it to Chansa, who thought about taking the three but changed his mind. Augustin kind as well decided to feed Jojo from inside, and Jojo fails to connect on a two-point jumper. Dama charges forward from Munali Suns.
Cholo with the 2 points, easy 2 points off a deflection.
Being at the right place, at the right time, I guess.
Silently.
Being at the right place at the right time.
Augustin directing traffic. Picks up his dribble to Jojo. Jojo picking Spoikan there again.
Pulls up for a three. Fails to convert. Dama picks the rebound. And this is how valuable the young man Dama is. He will not only give you those good three-pointers,
but offensively and defensively, he's there.
He can block for you. He can pick rebounds for you. He can do the dirty work for you as well.
He's an all-rounder player, we must say.
Augustin Kinda having a little chat with Spoikan Ngoma as Matero Magic inbounds the ball. Augustin Kinda, 23 years of age only, and he models his game after Kyrie Irving. It explains why the boy loves to put the ball on the ground.
Impressive
Jojo gets the foul.
Jojo. Impressive rebound.
Jojo Bwabwa.
That's what
19 years of age only.
That's what they need.
19 years of age only.
Aggressively. That's what they need. If they can get to that basket and pick everything that is thrown or shot by the guards, they can just be in this ball game.
So Joseph Bwabwa.
First free throw missed.
Matero Magic misses the first free throw, and he's a power forward who likes to fashion his game after Joel Embiid.
That's impressive. A good role model.
Yeah, very good role model. Can play both in and out. Impressive on the three-point shot. So very good role model for the current basketball. Augustin intercepts the pass from Ojuku.
Looks like both teams are in foul trouble. 28 seconds to go.
In the second half.
Of the second half, yep.
Munali Suns still leading 45 to 31 baskets.
All right, so we did see Matero Magic be a little bit aggressive there. A confrontation between Ogi and Ojugu. Both aggressive players. And
nothing but pure competitiveness.
Exactly.
Nothing but pure competitiveness. Ogi manages to convert one from Matero Magic, and you have less than 22 seconds remaining on the clock. Augustin on the drive, but quickly realizes that Chipo and Muzo were there. Jojo calling for the ball. Joseph up for a three and fails to convert. Not bad though. Not bad.
It was a good position. It was a good position for Ogi.
Joseph should have just relaxed a little bit. Yep, should have just relaxed a little bit. Take a deep breath and launch that three.
Would have been a good buzzer beater for the second half going in. But I think they were going for momentum. Had they made that shot, they would have been on the good front, ending the second quarter and taking it to halftime. But we must say that a bit of impressive defensive play from Matero Magic. Aggressive in the last 2 minutes of the game. If they had done that earlier on, it would have been a different ball game and a different picture right now. But kudos to Munali Suns, maintaining the lead, composure. Technical subs from both coaches have proven to be factors in the game. Of course, pivotal role. First half, who's been your player of the game?
For Munali Suns or for Matero Magic?
We have to go the overall game.
I think for the overall game, I would go with Ndama.
Indeed.
Ndama was a game changer. He has been very, very active on both ends of the floor, offense and defensively. So for me, I think Ndama has done quite an impressive job for Munali Suns. And the reason why we've seen a little bit of slowing down on the offensive side for the defending champions is because Ndama has not actively been very much on the offense because of the lineup that they made. He's been forced to play or to defend Magic forwards. So he's not really running a court full stretch.
Yep.
And that, I feel, has taken away a little bit from his offense.
Yep.
On the Magic side, I'll go with Chancellor Mufawome.
Factor.
He has been very patient. He's been reading the play correctly. He's been executing nicely.
Yep.
All his shots, whether made or missed, they've all been taken on a very good decision-making basis. You know, like, you can't really have it against him because, I mean, the guy is impressive. You know?
We saw that on 2 occasions. He may have given up an open look, trying to get his teammates into the game. Yep. Which was quite the opposite
Screens were working well for them, so these are things that we discussed at halftime. We learn, and now we're going to execute what we've seen.
I'll catch you on the spot. On your team, so far, who has been the best player?
Tatenda.
Tatenda's been the difference.
Yes, he's been the difference from day one, and today he's giving us what we're asking for.
Thank you very much. That is Coach Senbuzi from Munali Suns, just giving us into the strategy that the team will be looking to implement as we start the second half. At the moment, Munali Suns is still in a comfortable lead against Matero Magic. As we indicated earlier on, will Munali Suns dominate this game and win and assert their dominance on the Zambian Basketball League? Of course, only time will tell, and we will be back with the second half live commentary. But like that?
Right.
Yeah, like that? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you are still watching the Midlands Basketball Association encounter between Munali Suns and Matero Magic here at the Nasdaq Arena in Lusaka halftime. I'm now quickly joined by Coach David Musonda, who will just tell us what Magic is looking to do to be able to reduce the deficit.
Right now in the second quarter, it's just about reducing the turnovers. Yeah, because the first two quarters, we had a lot of turnovers, and yeah, we couldn't convert on our wide open jumpers. So that's the only thing we need to change.
Quickly, Coach, before I let you go, we saw some hasty decisions from your point guards, or particularly the guards on top. Is this something that we're looking to see a change from in the second half?
Most definitely, yeah. So the second half, we're just going to be aggressive. We're just going to go to the rim hard and control the boards.
Thank you very much. That is Coach David Musonda from Matero Magic, just giving us a feel and an insight into the strategy that Matero Magic will implement as they start the second half. Munali Suns is still holding the lead, and we will shortly then. And the team that wins this particular encounter asserts their dominance on the Zambian Basketball League. It is the defending champions against the team with arguably the best accolades in the country. You are watching the live action Munali Suns basketball up against Matero Magic. It is the beginning of the third quarter, and Matero Magic currently have the possession. Matero Magic have maintained their squad so far. Spoikan Ngoma, Augustine Kainda, Chongo Chona, Joseph, and Joseph Bwabwa. Spoikan gets the ball, tries to find Jojo. Jojo pulls up for a two-pointer, fails to convert, and Chongo loses the rebound.
There we go.
That is Tatenda.
Picking up the dirty work.
Interestingly, a while ago I had a chat with Munali San's assistant coach, Senbuzi, and when I asked him who his favorite player so far in the game is, guess who it was? Oh, Tatenda.
And it's shown.
Munali San successful defense, and Titus fails to convert.
Found a good give and go pass, and he goes to the line. Let's see if he will convert both.
What do you make of that foul by Joseph? Because clearly, Titus Mapani was going for the double hands jam.
It was necessary. It was necessary because you don't want a team to gain its momentum right now at the start of the game. It was a necessary foul. He was the last man. He had to commit to it, putting him in a very, very compromising position to do it. Misses both. Titus misses both. I must say,
Now
really
stands
good
up
Prism.
by 15. Steezy pulls up for a three-pointer, fails to convert.
Good
Brilliant
box
box out by
Good box
Muzo and Ndama. It's called the game of basketball. It's a contact sport.
It has to be.
I like the energy.
Aggressively. Both teams now coming out in the second quarter aggressive. You do need that. I think Magic have understood that if they don't get physical, they will lose this game miserably.
Brilliant defense there by Chipo. Chipo, Ojuku. Chipo fails to finish again. Ojuku gets the possession. And Muzo fails to finish as well.
That is not a good start for Suns.
Munali Suns need to start converting these chances.
It will be a factor.
Missing open layers.
Okay, directing traffic. Crossing over once. Kicks it. That was a foul on the entry pass. Good patience from Spoik and Goma not take.
Of Joe is very good, but Tatenda is not very strong.
Yeah,
So Joseph Barbour can utilize that to his
they
advantage.
need to exploit it more. That's a good entry pass. And that was a good
Good exchange between Spoik and Joseph Barbour. And ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Barbour is only 19 years of age. 19 years of age.
That is a really impressive.
Power forward.
That's an impressive height as well. for
Models
his
his
position.
game after Joel Embiid, the current NBA most valuable player for the season.
Yep. Maybe we call him Young Embiid.
Young Embiid, yeah.
Embiid.
Young Embiid, eh?
Sits well with him. He makes both free throws. Scores 47 to Suns and 34 to Matero Magic. Directing traffic is Muzo.
So they
giving
find
it to
Ojuku.
corner.
Ojuku gives it back to Muzo. Muzo
back.
gives it back to Ojuku. Ojuku launches, falls short.
He tried to get some contact. Unfortunately, it's not allowed in our league. After the shot is taken,
No
you
contact.
can't fake that foul.
I think it's a very good decision because it helps to protect the players as well. Because imagine if you land in somebody's cylinder, or yeah, exactly. As you're challenging the shot, you land in somebody's cylinder, and then the person that took the shot lands on your foot accidentally because they will not control where they're landing.
Exactly. And that's an injury.
Yeah.
It risks the player.
So those are avoidable injuries, and I feel that rule is good
It's good for us. Yep.
because it protects the players.
Exactly. Directing traffic is Augustine again.
Brilliant
And
defense from left. Jojo,
And open.
and Jojo fails to score. Why did he not dunk that basketball?
He did try to attempt to dunk
And
it, but
Tito shows Jojo how to do it. That's how you do it, Jojo. That's how you do it, Jojo.
one big guy converts.
You
the
don't
other
play
one.
with food, man. Come on, you don't play with food. If somebody gives you food, you take it, you eat it.
He had
Jojo
to get
had
an
the,
open look.
Jojo had the reap to himself. He had the reap to himself.
He needed just to get that ball and put it down on the ball.
Ojuku lays
Lays it
it
in.
for Munali Suns, who have extended their lead. 51 to 34 baskets. Munali Suns are still in the lead,
And they just keep on chopping away.
stretching the lead.
Keep on chopping it away. Literally.
Coach saying, trying to make sure that Munali Suns players remain defensively cautious.
We understand that he's also a very emotional coach. He literally brings the energy. You expect a coach like that every time, and he comes to the party.
Yeah. Spoikan Ngoma launches the three, but fails to connect. Tatenda with the
Tatenda.
rebound, fails to find.
Look for an outlet, quick
Chipo
outlet.
Musongo Ogi launches and gets fouled.
Chipo arriving a little bit late on that three-point shot. That's what also.
Surprisingly, Ojuku has been quiet. Very unlike him, eh? Very unlike him.
It's a game that I feel he can come out. We know that
Maybe
Ojuku
later on?
Yeah, he's a player also who has a tempo to his game. He hasn't. He finds his own way, his own rhythm getting into the game. He starts slow, but then builds up on it. That's 2 for 2 for Augustin kinda.
Magic now at 36 against 51 for Munali Suns.
Or is it? Oh, yeah,
Munali Suns bench. Oh, call overturned.
Yep.
I think that was correct because Magic is the one that started the second half.
Right.
They had the first possession for the second half, so it's just right that Munali Suns.
Get possession of the ball.
Yeah.
The floor general Muso directing traffic, finding Chipo in the corner locked.
Chipo pulls up, manages to find Tatenda, and Pecos says 3-second violation.
He did stay there.
Actually, I haven't even heard it was a 3-second violation.
They did call a foul. Good
Magic
defensive
secures
strip.
the possession.
Outside.
Steezy finds Augustin, who lays it comfortably on a fast break.
We're seeing Augustin now bringing a different game to his.
Tatenda finds Chipo and Muzo patiently finds Ojuku. Muzo finds Ojuku again. Ojuku launches, and this time, ladies and gentlemen, Ojuku finds it.
Again, I say he builds upon his game, starting slow.
It's 54-38 in favor. Beautiful defense by Muzo.
That's what you need. Bodies on the floor, diving for those possessions. They are game changers. If you get those balls,
Joseph with the ball for Magic.
giving it to Shongo.
Jongo hands it over to Ogi. Steezy gets it back.
Thinks about it.
Goes past and nearly makes stronger than Muzo.
Yep.
So obviously you just have to take it to the rack.
I must say it was really a good decision for him to drive through. Giving his team the 2 points that he
Steezy
needed.
Chongo converts both from Matero Magic. 31-year gentleman over there.
Yep.
Known by his teammates as Pezuzu.
Yes.
Spoikan on the charge for Matero Magic and manages to lay it.
Really
Suns still leading by 14. 54-42 baskets. Chipo tries to create something, but Augustin kinda is caught. But hey,
His contention
the ref
is,
saw what he saw.
his contention is his hand is part of the ball. So
Ah,
that's
okay.
the swipe.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Okay.
his contention.
That rule needs to be changed.
I know. I can agree with
Chipo
you.
hands it back to Ojuku. Ojuku tries to find Baby Police, who unfortunately doesn't receive the ball. Ojuku goes in and fails to convert. Okay. That
wave
won't
it
count, but the foul goes to
Chongo.
Chona, aka Steezy Pezuzu.
Arrived late and was blown by. Good decision by
Ojuku.
That's a good attempt.
And Ojuku is very good at that, you know. He's very good at blow-bys.
Yep, he is. Give him the chance for the first step, he's gone.
Gama hands it over to Chipo. Chipo finds Ojuku who launches. And ladies and gentlemen, it is
Ojuku.
nothing but a basket.
Again.
Munali Suns again launch. Nothing happens. Hands it over to Steezy, who takes his time, works on Tatenda, goes inside and manages to lay it for a 2-point play. Steezy Chona,
Responsible
small
player.
forward, fashions his game after Garnett. Ndama.
Again.
The name is
Ndama.
Ndama.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ndama
Ndama.
for the show.
Steezy gets the rebound and gets
And he
the
puts
play.
it in.
Leadership is all about.
Yep.
That's what leadership is all about. You don't
Captains do. They
Magic
do
trailing by
the
13.
right things.
What a nice in and out crossover. Shake and bake, baby.
That's what basketball's all about.
Nama gets it, hands it back to Chipo.
Touch. The FIBA rules allows that. If it's still in the cylinder, you can tap it in and go inside. It's legal. Stops. Oh,
Beautiful play from Augustine kinda. That's a good read, smart play. Matero Magic at 49 and Munali Suns at 62.
That was very crafty from Augustine, very crafty. Indeed, it does take after Kyrie Irving.
Oh!
What a rebound.
My God. Did you see what I told you?
What a rebound.
About the tender on this boy.
Not at all.
They must not sleep on this boy.
He'll bring it. He can bring a highlight for you.
He's having quite an impressive season so far.
All right, that was a good decision from Mogre.
Whose foul is it?
It
Number 14.
looks
Who's
like
14?
14.
It must be number 4. Then it must be her.
That foul has been given to Harrison. Looks like it's going to be a sub. We have Jason coming in.
Jason coming in. The Flying Dutchman.
Tactical.
Out, no cut things.
Seems to be some form of a delay.
So the referee is having a conversation there. I think Chansa is making a sub on Augustine kinda, but would prefer that Augustine takes his free throws.
Yep.
And then I saw Coach Conrad as well making a
back.
case against the referees on account that Jason was supposed to come in quickly, but again they decided to sort of hold on. It's actually, I think the foul was on Tatenda. That's the reason why he's been subbed out, because obviously Tatenda has been 7 minutes played so far, leading by 14, 64 to 50 baskets, Magic trailing. Chipo tries to work out something, middle penetration, hands it over to Ndama who launches, and Ndama fails to convert. Jason comfortably picks the rebound and finishes the job for Ndama. That's how you make a sub. That's how you register your presence as a substitute.
Yep, that's what you need as a player coming off the bench. Aggressiveness, picking up where you left off, where your teammate left off. Experience, chance at driving, kicking it out. Augustine for the 3.
Launches and he nails it.
Do you have a chance?
Munali Suns hold on to a 13-point lead, and
Bad
Chongos
pass.
Chona,
Bad
the
cross
captain
court.
of the team, makes a very good anticipation. Ojuku doing what he does best. Baby police! Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that dunk. Chongo Chona converts for Matero Magic
I think he was looking to hype the team up with a dunk.
and cut the lead to 11. Ojuku over there fakes the 3, opts for the 2, in and out.
Bringing up the floor is Augustine carrying that. Does his magic. Finding chance
Chongo
at
Chona, the captain,
Stops.
pulls up for a 2, fails to connect. Ball in the hands of Jason, gets fouled. Easy. I do agree with you. He needs to be very careful with the fouls because they'll definitely need him in the 4th quarter. He has so far successfully played some good defense. Sonda.
Quite funny that the captain has been subbed off for Matero.
And on the other end, a captain is coming in. Finally, Jojo Bwabwa, the 19-year-old young Embiid, has finally dunked the basket. I love the fact that the lad has some kind of finds Jojo again. Jojo lays it this time around. Matero Magic beginning to find some momentum. It's 59. Referee Mweshi, senior referee.
Good history. Pivotal in our Zambian basketball. He deserves. If there were Hall of Fame referees, he's in my books.
So the 4-0 run by Matero Magic has literally sparked some life into the crowd here at the Nasdaq Arena in Lusaka. And those are some of the beautiful fans that we have to witness a very exciting and at intervals being an electrifying game between Munali Suns and Matero Magic, and of course fans there recounting on the play that we just saw.
We have seen
Munali Sands there getting their act together, according to Coach Sain, whom I saw when calling the timeout, really passionately shouting for the boys to not change or deviate from the way that they were playing from the start of this game.
trying to put them in their right minds to deliver.
23 seconds to go. Matero Magic still trailing Munali Suns 66 to 59 baskets. Jason finds Ojuku, runs it over to Chipo, who launches a three and fails to convert. Spoik and Goma attacks for Matero Magic and picks up pace and finds Daniel. Daniel fakes, Daniel lips to the hoop and finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, Matero Magic is officially back in this ball game and cuts the lead from Ojuku. Beautiful piece of basketball. Beautiful display of basketball.
Again, we say the decision making by the guards from Matero Magic has been a factor for them to come back and chop this lead to what it is right now, a 5-point game from a 14-point lead.
Matero Magic, ladies and gentlemen, officially back in this ball game, cutting the deficit first from 14 to 11, and now we're talking about 5 points. Matero Magic is back in this, but can they maintain the
Drive at the right time. Find their bigs who have been monumental in chopping this league down.
And another thing that has also led to the 66-61 comeback from Matero Magic, who's currently trailing by 5 points after a 4-0 run that we've just witnessed in the last seconds of the game, is the defensive adjustments that they've made.
Yes.
They've made it very difficult for Harrison to comfortably get the ball in the low post,
Yes.
and also they're always in front of the guards that have the potential to shoot. Guards like Ojuku that can kill it, and guards like Chipo that can drive to the rack. Lanes have equally been closed.
I believe that their downfall of Suns, and when they try and make a cross-court pass, there's a body always trying to intercept it. We've seen Steezy, Chongo Chona steal the possession twice on such a pass. And they really have to find the rhythm of not sticking the ball in the corner.
You are watching and Matero Magic. Matero Magic surely began the fourth quarter of the game. Augustine kind of fight, who drives to the hoop and lays a successful floater. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 63-66 here in Nasdaq, and the crowd is loving it.
They are out of steam. They have to release the ball quickly. They have to sweep this ball.
Who was the last touch on that play? Daniel hands it over to Ogi. Can Matero Magic continue on a successful run? Ogi controlling traffic, hands it over to Chansa Mufaume, who's looking for Jojo. Chance hands it over to Spore. Spore launches the three, but fails to connect. Spore challenges, and Daniel goes to the hoop. He should have finished that ball.
They should have.
And the crowd literally shouting to Daniel Banda, like, dude, he didn't believe it was a foul, but all the same, I mean, if you're not going to lose the possession, the best you could do is simply attack. So if the ref doesn't give a foul, he gets a basket.
We've seen Magic be very patient on the offensive side, shooting the ball, finding the right people at the right time. Augustine looks like he has found the tempo of the game, directing traffic.
Finds Chansa Mufaume, who launches from the middle, finds Spoikan. Spoikan hands it back. They give it to Jojo. Jojo pulls up for two, and ladies and gentlemen, it is nothing but butter. Chansa with the rebound. Matero Magic within 1 point of Munali Suns. 66-65. Augustine kind of directing traffic. They call him Drigger. Tatenda dunks it. Yeah, Tatenda. That's Tatenda.
A little bit of spark for Munali Suns.
Making it look easy.
Very easy. If we
I have to tell folks that are watching this live basket game right now, it requires a lot of training and a lot of giving baskets in favor of Munali Suns who make all the 3 free throws.
They say basket. Very, very easy.
And he evens the scores for the first time in this game, because now the game that they came to watch is beginning to pan out. Titus Mapani, aka Twin Ngoma, directs a bit of, again, level of aggression from the first whistle. This is not nice. Police, unfortunately, nowhere to be seen. And Baby Spore launches the 3, but fails to convert. Titus locates Baby Police. Daniel misses Matero Magic into the basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd is on their feet right now to its expect.
It's important for them to be composed on both ends, defensively and offensively.
Did not touch that basketball, at least from where I'm sitting.
It looked controversial, but the ref scores the final call.
Spore launches. Matero Magic has now called for a time on their feet. Watch your tap. Well, okay, and then Jojo is the one we could have called. Jojo, you are getting excited here at the basketball. He gets the rebound with after all.
It was a cushion, and you saw him rebounding.
5 minutes, 33 seconds getting into the game and enjoy the possession. Daniel, I beg your pardon. Anyway, he needed to with the basketball. Blows by and big
Swinging with the ball. They're not taking it to the right man at the right time as they did in the first and second.
move. Daniel Panga, ladies and gentlemen, just loving what's happening here. Kind on the rebound, hands it over to team captain Chongo Sisi Jonah. I like this game. I'm enjoying this game.
How he has been able to get to that position. He was able to reach with his size and his length, get the ball and put it back in. You need that from a forward every time. Good positioning at the right time to pick up the dirty work for his point that was at.
That's a careless possession from Titus. I mean, he's passing correctly, and Spoikan Ngoma finds Jojo, and Jojo misses. Finds Chipo, who calms things down a little bit. Chipo finds going jumper, but fails to hit anything. Stacey Chona finds Spo, Spo finds Jojo, and Jojo lays it. Peace. Munali Suns and Matero Magic continuously keep doing. In fact, Matero Magic display for the last of a lead. They're a very good margin.
And I believe the Suns, over the past 2 years, they need to have that extra IQ to close out games. Now, they're literally trading baskets. And one thing I know from Matero Magic,
Quarter is the prolific shooting that Matero Magic showed in the arc. Because once that happens, it will become a challenge for Munali Suns.
they've demonstrated that. I feel they have proven themselves as being.
Muzo converts from misses the second one. Spoikan Ngoma tries to go in. 4-73. Munali Suns leading by a. So far, in fact, the two are key players for Munali Suns. But of course, we know that Munali Suns is never short of talent. Get to the basket before, quicker than Baby Police, Harrison.
Free throws are an important part of the game in such.
They need to watch the fouls on Harrison. He's got 4 personal fouls. They need to watch the fouls on Harrison. He's got 4 personal fouls.
Yep.
Jojo converts from the line for the first time in the game at 2 minutes. Spoikan. What was Spoikan trying to do? Calm things down. And that was a double dribble that the referees didn't pick up on that play. They missed that one. Spoikan Ngoma should have done better, just utilizing the space that they've given him. Baby Police gets the ball and he punishes them.
All know that once the ball goes to Baby Police, it's a done deal. He can get you those baskets. And Suns found him earlier on. This would have
form of lifeline to Suns. The referee is there in the critical seconds. It's Matero Magic still trailing. Matero Magic showing some signs of actually really thought that.
We understand that Matero Magic cannot afford 10 points. So
What and target. Sans ball. Sans ball. I don't know why Augustine and the ball move, and you'll be able to find those chances that you're looking for. Jojo converts to Matero Magic after momentarily losing the basketball. Jojo converts for Matero Magic. Matero Magic is due maker, because once they miss this, it's an exciting game. It has been here at the basketball. Sideball, and Ndama's going to punish them for that. It's the tactical discipline to run the clock. Spoikangoma launches, and Muzo finds Jason. Jojo fails to convert. Can you believe what's happening right now? Munali Suns 7-6. Unfortunately, today the sun will set. If you walk to Munali Suns, but of course it is only to Eson Kafunga is not in the country.
on paper, Munali Suns looked like they were going to take the lead, but again,
the defending champions have to go back to the drawing board. And the beauty about a game like this, even in moments like this, where you will lead the whole game, that now we ask Glory State.
So
we appreciate you tuning your comments, your compliments, sir. Please tune in next week.
on paper, Suns did not
Matero Magic right now basking in the perks of winning as people from the stands are going to Matero Magic play.